Hello YouTube, welcome to the Road to Excellence with Strunky, and holy crap do I have a replay for you. So, the E50M is the top of the tech tree at the moment, and Wargaming servers are being a bit derpy, and if you just look at the battle starting timer, it's just very derpy. And over in the top right corner, you can see that the battle timer actually starts at 8:28-ish. And I did not know that. Basically, for me, I thought the timer was gonna end at the moment where the timer was gonna end. So this is gonna be very it's just gonna be very chaotic, I guess. But anyway, we are on a tier 9 match, Siegfried Line Assault. So you see the timer is just derpy. So you're just gonna see later what happens when, for me at least. So I go into the middle here with my Panther 2. And my mate in the STA1 Bordex virus is over on the south side, going a bit hull down Pershing style. The STA1 is basically like a Japanese Pershing, I guess, but with more mobility, a better gun, but less armor on the turret. So I'm kind of waiting here patiently for something to get into this street here, so I can just shoot it. Because, you know, in the Panther 2, that's decent armor, but attacking over here, just with a tier 9 tank, yeah, I don't feel like that would be the smartest thing to do. So I'm just gonna keep on waiting, basically. I mean, this thing is pretty decent hull down. I mean, the armor isn't overwhelming. It has some armor, but, yeah, not something you can count on all the time. So we are going around here, see if there's any place we can support. And meanwhile, if you look at the team score, there's a lot of team members dying. Over here I see the Panther, first tank I can shoot at. I back off because I don't want to get spotted by this guy, because then I'll probably catch a WZ-120 or a Foch shell in my side. So I'm just carefully trying to snipe this Tiger off. There's a big pool of XP and damage for me to do. Tiger went behind in cover, so alright, let's go the other way. Meanwhile, the team score, it is 5 against 6, so it's kind of, you know, back to balance a bit. Centurion around the corner. I decide to pop around the corner. Thankfully he wasn't aiming at my side, and now this T-44 is just standing there doing nothing. While the Centurion is pretty much open to fire. Hello T-44. Hello T-44, you can shoot him, just saying. It's a free Centurion to kill. Oh, now he kills him, yeah. Good job, man. Did so much damage. That's at least the Centurion dealt with. But it's only a tier 8 tank, you know, it's not tier 9. And over here's a tier 8 T-34 heavy tank. He nailed me, but I know I can out-reload him with the next shot, so I can pop in an extra shot in. There's the E75, he's gonna be a big problem later on. Try to shoot him in the side, but my shot just bounces off, hitting the turret most likely. Meanwhile, my friend Bordex Virus is still dealing hull down there with the Foch and the WZ-120. Now that Foch is also going to be a very important factor later in the match. You'll just see. Now here I try to go for the cupola. Thankfully I hit that shot, otherwise the match would have been lost. That's one of the deciding factors, that I hit that shell. If I didn't hit it, I would have lost. I get a big hit from the WZ-120 in my rear. Not good. More tanks over here. I try to quickly pass because I do not want to get hit by all of the tanks that stand over there, including the nasty T-34 heavy tank gun with a massive 400 alpha damage. There's a Type 62 on the run, escaping this E-75, but I have the mobility to, you know, kind of chase him. And if you look at the team score, it's 7-11, so that's not really good. We're on the losing side. Type 62, my auto aim cannot get any aim on him. Still chasing him. Come on, auto aim. Nah. I should have manually aimed, but who cares? Alright, so this is gonna be one very important position for me. Here's a Panther, and I'm kind of going hull down because I know I'm only half HP. So I'm just using this hill as to my advantage as much as I can. And there's a T-34 heavy. See the side of his turret, but it bounces sadly. But he gets killed by our E-75. Alright, 10 against 13. But that's basically us two, me and the E-75, against their E-75 Foch, KV-3, Tiger, and Panther. It's only tier 9s and 7s, but no tier 8s. I get tracked here by the KV-3. See the KV-3 popping around the corner. Keep it hull down. And being glad the E-75 is catching the hits. Now there I shoot another shot in that Foch. Very important. Very, very important. But there's still that E-75, and our E-75 thankfully is just doing his best to tank all the shots, and I try to fire at the E-75 on the cupola, but it bounces off. So I switch to premium ammo, but I can't switch my shells depending on tank. Now here you see the battle timer ending. Now for me, you know, for me it was like, oh crap, we still have 2 minutes left. That's what I was thinking at the moment. I was literally thinking that because the servers were like derping the timer and stuff, but actually I still had a bit more time left, which I did not know. So for me it was just like, hey, we just have 1.5 minutes left. So like I said, I'm switched to APCR, but that's just in case I need to hit that Foch or the E-75. Now look at that, our E-75 gets killed. And I'm up against 4 tanks. 2 of which are tier 9 and 2 of which are tier 7. Sadly enough, it's 4 tanks, not 5 for the medal. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen now, because this is the moment of truth. So there's a Tiger. I shoot one into him, but it's a kind of a low roll, sadly enough, so he survives that hit. Panther gets over there, and I know I'm low HP, and well, that Panther is too high, but he will take me 2 shots to kill. So I try to go around here. I believe my friend Bordex Virus saw a tree falling or something, and he said like they're gonna flank you, something like that. So here's the E-75, and I quickly shoot him in the side. Now the timer is on 1 minute left, so I literally thought, okay, 1 minute left. Panther nails me. I nail him back. He goes back, but I shoot him and finish him off. So it's actually, I'm kind of disappointed that the timer actually was glitched, because I literally thought, okay, I have 30 seconds left to win this. That's what I was thinking, but it was just bugged. So in my mind, just the adrenaline was like crazy. So here's a Tiger. He does nothing. He does nothing. He was waiting for me around that corner, but he didn't shoot. I don't know why. 10 seconds left on the timer. So I was just like, okay, well, yeah, this is gonna be a loss, because it's assault and they are on the defending side. So I accepted my loss. There goes the timer. And I was like, okay, well, it's lost. And there's the Foch. And I snapshot him. Holy crap. But the timer still says 0. But you saw the timer kind of went on. So I was like, you know, I thought that it was the last possible moment to kill him. I literally thought the timer was over, but as far as it actually goes, I still had like more than a minute left or something because of the bug timer, which, you know, kind of disappoints me, because it would have been epic if literally at this last moment I would have gotten the kill, which I thought at first. I even sent this replay to Jingles and uploaded it to Quickie Baby, but there I thought like it was the last moment, but then I found out like, hey, the timers are glitched when Wargaming servers have that little derp moment, and yeah, then you get like a timer of like less than 10 minutes. And if that timer passes, the timer will stay on 0 for just the remaining time. Which has happened a few times with Wargaming servers derping. But yeah, nevertheless, it was a very nice ending. Just the adrenaline and just the quick snapshot. That Fosh probably gave up on the fact that I was around the corner or something. I think I was looking at this replay earlier and I saw his gun just aiming a bit to the floor. So I was like, I don't know, he didn't really expect me to come around the corner or something like that. But yeah, so here are the end battle results, and even though it wasn't that epic of a result, if you look at the damage or anything, I mean, it was very good, but it wasn't like super epic. But just the ending itself was, in my opinion, very special, especially because of the timer just ending. But then I found out like, oh wait, actually I still had time left because of that damn bug. So that was an ace tanker, Hand of God, Bruiser, Fighter, and Fire for Effect. Topping onto the top XP with 1363 base XP, which still is very nice, doing a massive 4109 damage. Not as much as our tier 9s. Gotta give you credits, guys. These tier 9s have done their job well, so kudos to you. There was also one guy in my team who complimented me. He opened a chat up with me and told me I did a good job carrying the match and making us win. I am not sure. I think it was the 120. I'm not sure anymore. Actually, I added him on my friends list and told him I was gonna show him this replay later on YouTube. He really wanted to see it, I think. So I believe it was the 5120. I'm not entirely sure. I gotta look it up. But yeah, this just very nicely done of the tier 9s, just doing what they need to do. That's what you expect your tier 9s to do, you know, just pumping out this amount of massive damage, and it's just amazing. Sadly enough, our E1 didn't do as much, but yeah, you know, not everyone can do the most in the match. Well, sometimes you have those balanced teams where it's just everyone doing pretty much equal amount of damage. So yeah, so very great job. E75 managing Fire for Effect, Bruiser, and High Caliber doing the most damage in the entire team. And our 5120 got an eye for an eye, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, Fighter, Duelist. And our Comet also got Fire for Effect and Demolition Expert. Yeah, on the enemy team, their E75 did pretty good as well, so did their Foch, and yeah, their top tiers were good as well. It was a good balanced match, and I just had that epic moment at the end, which just made us win the game, thankfully. So yeah, the detailed report: 28 shots fired, 25 hits, only 20 pens. So that was a lot of, 3 misses and 5 bounces. So yeah, that's still, not everything, just penning. Yeah, assisting damage 250, not really anything. Block by armor 240. I'm not sure what I blocked. Maybe it was like a couple of Panther shells or something. I don't know. I don't remember what bounced on me. Made a 6,000. Try again. 6,437 profit, and it was with my personal reserve bonus, and I was in platoon with Bordex Virus, who actually did he have a good match? Well, it was somewhere in the middle. He did okay. Um, but yeah, 2044 XP with my premium, and then with the personal reserves and all this stuff, totaling 4,292 experience. Very nice. This was yeah, a very special match for me. It just hurts a bit that the battle time was in the end a bug and not actually just a second before the match ended, you know. But nevertheless, it was very frustrating. You know, you just gotta. I just think of it like this, you know. I did not know that it was a bug active. I literally thought, okay, battle timer has ended. So you can pretty much imagine the amount of adrenaline I was having. Like, oh my god, you know, just the timer just ending 3, 2, 1, and I was like, okay, I accepted my defeat. And then I saw that Fosh, and I was like, holy crap! And I just snapshotted at it, and it panned right in the lower plate where I wanted it to. And you know, that was just such an adrenaline rush that I fell, like the description below says, you can read it. But I just kind of almost fell off my chair, and I was like not believing what just happened. So yeah, that was just amazing. You know, it's just the experience that counts for me. And the experience for me was that the battle time was ending, even though it didn't. Because I was actually weirded out, like, hey, it's on 0, but it kind of went on for a few seconds longer. So I was like, is it really ending or not? But in the end, it wasn't. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this replay. My name is Trunky. Try to keep daily videos uploaded. Had some busy stuff meanwhile, but I'm trying to get back to getting everything according to plan. So if there will be daily videos, it will be just according to plan. And if there's not going to be daily videos, it's just like some stuff in my life or just in the way, you know. I'm not like a YouTuber that makes money off of YouTube or anything. I have a job, and I need my some important things to pay, and you know, some problems and stuff. So that kind of stuff goes before my YouTube if that needs more attention. So I hope you understand that, and I thank you a lot for understanding, and I thank you a lot for watching. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It really would help me out, and you know, if having a bigger audience would ever be something I'd get in the future, that would really give me a good boost for me to want to make more videos more often, because that's just what makes me smile a lot when I just see the comments and the likes on a video. You know, there's some people out there giving some really positive feedback, and I'm really happy to read that, and it just makes me happy to give you know, some kind of entertainment to the people that like watching these replays. They're World of Tanks players. They like to watch other people play, probably to inspire themselves. That's what I had as well. When I wasn't as good as I am now a player, I used to watch a lot of YouTube as well for inspiration, just looking at other people play, just to increase my own skill. So I'm very glad to help other people with that as well. So I'm kind of talking way too much now. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.